Hello, it is me again. Every week I come to you from my executive suite here at Practically Speaking, and I share with you a very practical tip in regard to communication, public speaking, executive presence, and or storytelling. And this week, the challenge question that I am taking on is, should I say this? Now, you've probably asked yourself this question or asked someone else this question before. Yeah, usually there's maybe something going on in the office or you've had an interaction with somebody and you're asking, should I say this? You can fill in the blank of whatever this is. And I have 4 questions that I ask myself and that I ask my clients before I answer, or to help you answer the question of, should I say this to someone else or not? I will tell you that oftentimes this involves feedback or something that we want to tell another person and we're just not sure about it, right? So should I say this? 4 questions to ask yourself. The first question is this mine to share? So that question really means what happens a lot of times with people is that we get into scenarios where we hear something about somebody or we see something, but we're not actually a part of it. And yet somehow we feel responsible for saying something. Well, somebody should tell them. The first question I'm going to ask you is it yours to share? And if the answer is no, then no, you don't share it. If the answer is yes, you can move on to question number 2, which is it helpful? And by is it helpful, is it my intention to be helpful by sharing this information? Because we know that at times we want to share information that something's bothering us, but our intent isn't really to be helpful to the other person. Our intent might be, it's bugging me. But does that matter to the other person? Is it going to help them? Is it going to make a difference? Yes or no? The third question, if you make it past 1 and 2, the third question you're going to ask yourself is, can I say it well? Otherwise known as, can I say it without being a jerk? It's really important that if we're going to share information, we're going to say something to somebody, that we do it well. And if we're trying to be helpful, that especially that we say it well. So you might want to practice with somebody else. You might want to think about how you're going to say it, write it out before you just go charging in and saying something to somebody that might be hard to hear. If you can do that, so if you can answer the question of, is it mine to share? Is it going to be helpful? Can I say it well? The last question I would ask myself is, am I willing to help once I've said it? So if you're going to give somebody some information, some feedback, are you willing to help them afterwards, after you say it? Or are you just saying it because you want to say it? Think about it. Those are my 4 questions I ask when I get that little bug in my ear. Should I share this or not? Tell me what you think. What do you do when somebody comes to you and says, should I say something? What are your responses? What do you think? You can drop your comments below and keep this conversation. I appreciate you listening, and I will talk to you guys next week. Oh, and by the way, if you have a question that you'd like to see me answer, would you do me a favor? Shoot me an email, drop a comment in below, and let me know what that question is. Thanks so much. I'll see you later. Bye.